Welcome back to the Science Hub SKB with Miss B. Heat and temperature. Part 1. In this section, we'll be learning about heat, temperature, thermometers, and heat transfer. Heat is a form of energy that causes particles of a substance to gain kinetic energy. It has SI units of joules, while temperature is a measure of the average kinetic energy of the particles in a substance. The units of temperature are usually in degrees Celsius, degree Fahrenheit, or in SI units of Kelvin. When a substance is heated, its temperature may rise. The rise in temperature of a substance depends on its mass and nature. For example, if 50 grams of oil and 50 grams of water are placed into two separate beakers and heated for the same amount of time, you would find that oil heats up faster. This is because oil has a lower specific heat capacity. This simply means that less energy is required to change the temperature of oil. Additionally, if 50 grams of water and 100 grams of water are placed into two separate beakers and heated, the beaker containing 50 grams would heat up faster. The greater the mass, the smaller the temperature change. When a substance is heated, there may be changes to its temperature, physical state, chemical composition, shape, and volume. A thermometer is a device used to measure temperature. There are many different types of thermometers. Below are two of them: liquid in glass and digital. Heat transfer takes place when there is a difference of temperature. Heat moves from a higher temperature to a lower temperature. When a substance is heated, the particles that it is made up of move or vibrate. Further heating may cause the particles to move further apart because they have gained enough energy to achieve this. Comprehension. What is heat? What is the SI unit of heat? What is temperature? And what are some units of temperature? Heat is a form of energy. The SI unit of heat is the joule. Temperature is a measurement of heat, and degrees Celsius, degree Fahrenheit, and Kelvin are all units of temperature. Kelvin, however, is the SI unit of temperature. Comprehension. List two different types of thermometers and what two things does a rise in temperature in a substance depend on. Two different types of thermometers are liquid in glass and digital thermometers. Two things a rise in temperature in a substance depends on are mass and the nature of the substance. Why does oil heat up faster than water? And explain what happens when ice is left out on a counter on a hot day. Oil has a lower specific heat capacity than water. That is why it heats up faster than water. Ice melts, so its phase changes as it expands to form water. This is because the water particles gain lots of kinetic energy from the heat in the environment, which causes them to vibrate and break apart. Which beaker of solution would boil faster? 100 grams of water, 100 grams of oil, 50 grams of water, or 50 grams of oil? Correct, 50 grams of oil. According to the diagram, which direction would the heat flow? Very good. The heat would flow from the higher temperature to the lower temperature. Thanks for watching Part 1 with Miss B.